everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and I'm smiling from ear to ear because our costume, hashtag Crab for Season 5, was on last night, and oh my gosh, there's so many things we gotta talk about, clues, pitch correct audio, and just before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. I'm that excited I can barely speak. Anyway, let's do this. So, yes, last night was episode 4 of season 5 of The Masked Singer. We got to see Group B perform again, which was the Piglet, the Grandpa Monster, the Chameleon, the Black Swan, and we were introduced to the brand new Wildcard, the Crab. That's right, we did it! We got the Crab on this season of The Masked Singer. As you know, we put that up 6 months ago. Asked you guys to really, let's do it, and it got on the show. I can't believe it. And it's an awesome costume. It's blue, and you guys are like, a lot of people are sending me messages. Why is it blue? Well, technically speaking, a lot of people know crabs for being red, but that's after they've been steamed. When they're living in the ocean, at least the blue claw crab, which is what this one's portraying, it is blue until it is steamed. And what's really cool is the crab they used is native to my area. You know, it's native to the Chesapeake. It's mostly Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, places like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's us again. Now, we did the same thing with last season with the broccoli. We got the broccoli on the show, so it's amazing. 2 seasons in a row, we got a costume on the show. So now the question is, what costume do we go for next? I kind of like the Cyclops that they had over in Ukraine, the baby monster, so maybe something like that, or maybe a teddy bear, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe in a few weeks we'll get together and do that. Anyway, so back to last night's episode. Niecy Nash was still the host. Nick is still out until April 14th. So this week coming up, which if you read it correctly, I think it is the Group B finals. That's what it kind of looks like online. But Nick won't be back until April 14th, which means next week we get Niecy for the last time? Yeah, wow. And she's been great so far. So Niecy, if you watch these videos, keep up the great work. I hope you come back as a guest judge down the line. And while we're on the note of Niecy, I love how she picks on Ken. Every single episode, it is so funny. Here's a clip of that.
Okay. Oh my God, she heard you! Settle. You know I got my eyes on you, Kenna. All right.
Now, if you made it this far in the video, you know there's going to be a ton of spoilers, such as someone was sent home who we said it was during our live stream. It was the Grandpa Monster, and who was it? It was Logan Paul. So, Logan Paul, you're going to get the, if this is kind of moving to my light here, you're going to get the Golden X. Thank you for being on the show. I put you on right here. And the wild card takes your spot. I need to update the board just a little bit in the sense of getting new cards because I don't have the Orca, I don't have the Crab, I also don't have the other wild cards, which is the Yeti and the Pitbull or whatever it is. So here we are here. This is your Group B now. The Piglet, the Crab, the Black Swan, and the Chameleon. I know someone asked me in the comment section a little bit earlier, hey, who out of this group do you think is going to make it to the very, very top final? Black Swan all the way, and the Crab all the way. I feel like out of Group B, these two right here are going to make it to the very, very end. Now, while we're talking about the finale and all that stuff down the line, who do you think in Group A would be going, Joey? Well, I would say definitely RoboPine, who we've sort of revealed last Saturday now. So if you want to go back and watch that video, go right ahead. I don't know if the Russian dolls, it's kind of weird to have like a group kind of win, so I don't know if they would make it. We did do a reveal video for the seashell, so if you go actually back a few episodes on last Friday, we'll review who that is. So it'd be a toss-up between her and, should we say whether or not the Orca would go? Orca was fun, but I don't know if it's like winning fun. But so my top 3, I guess maybe for finale, or top 4 would be RoboPine, maybe Russian dolls, maybe, and then of course the Crab and the Black Swan. Anyway, last night we got a bunch of brand new clues and pitch correct audio. The pitch correct audio we're going to save for the very, very end of the video, and there is new pitch correct audio for the Crab. And let me tell you, when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, maybe not the younger crowd. Maybe not the younger crowd, but those my age and older would be like, oh my gosh, I know who that is. How did they get him on this show? Well, I mean, on a side note, that would be the same thing sort of with the younger crowd when it comes to the Chameleon. That's a hint right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive.
Hey there, Cooloodle-doo here, and I'm breaking in Joey's video because if you want to be a part of this week's episode where you can help choose what costume you want Joey to reveal, jump over to the community tab on YouTube and vote on who you want him to reveal this week.
Well, thank you, Cooloodle-doo. Why are you breaking into my videos now? That's kind of mean. I never do that to you. Anyway, let's continue on through the clues, starting off with the Piglet. Now, if you're like me, you have them all typed up. If there's anything I missed, maybe something in visual clues, let me know in the comment section. So here we go. Piglet. Making my debut on the stage with 4 days notice was a wild ride. Someone who they had to quickly throw in there. But I channeled my nervous energy with a love song that made me feel right at home. Not everyone was a fan. Looking at you, Grandpa Monster. Why does this guy have an issue with Grandpa Monster? I really don't know why. But when you're the eye on the prize, no pain, no tears, and no arch nemesis can stand in your way. I always had the chops, but it was my competitive nature that made me a hometown hero. When I got to the big leagues, I never anticipated a lifetime of competition with my arch rivals. But that only made me train harder because I never threw in the towel. Visual clues. Football stadium, a whiteboard that says don't be a ball hog. You get it, hog, because he's a pig? That's kind of clever right there. The whiteboard had a bunch of numbers on it. 35, 28, and it said rushing in dash game. We saw a game board which was tied at 11 with the time being 50 minutes and 10 seconds left with the ball on the 3. Those numbers must mean something. I don't know what it is, but it must mean something. We see a knight in shining armor, a football stadium, and then from there, it was interesting. Last night they actually had everyone's childhood crush, them not actually physically there, but a photo of them. And for the Piglet, it was Meg Ryan. Now, comment below who you think it is. Now it's time for the Black Swan, who was probably the second best last night. Crab number 1, Black Swan second. She said, just who is this powerful songbird? You tell me. I might have seemed confident last week, but honestly, I was terrified. It made me want to put into words how thankful I am to the person in my life who gave me the confidence to start this journey. It hasn't always been an easy road for us. The higher I flew, the harder it became for them to keep up. I saw their heart breaking, so I had to let them go. It was the hardest decision of my life. Over time, I realized I was only able to soar because of the wings they gave me. Eventually, we were able to fly back into each other's lives, just like birds of a feather do. I'm thankful we never gave up on each other, and I hope this performance shows them how much they mean to me. Visual clues, there really wasn't many. There was a penny and a dime, which was 6 cents. Then on the table, it looked like blue nail polish? I could be wrong right there. And her childhood crush was D'Angelo. So comment below who you think it is. I still believe in our guest that we did during the live stream. You know, I wrote it there below, but you don't want to know yet. Could be one of the people we reveal. Thank you, Cooloodle. Let's continue on to the Chameleon and the Chameleon. Oh my gosh, the clues they gave us last night really points to this one person. I knew if I was going to hold against these powerful singers, I couldn't just blend in. I had to stand out and let my flow shine. My whole life has been about embracing what makes me unique, and I made it my quest to help others shine too. When I was young, someone inseparable from me was constantly attacked for who she was, but I helped lift her until she ultimately learned to embrace what made her unique. But then she was taken from me. It was the most difficult thing I ever faced. Now, in her memory, I'm fighting those who don't feel accepted, because I want everyone to feel proud, showing their true colors. The visual clues were a graduation hat, a part of a cheese wheel, a taxi whose colors were black and yellow, black and yellow. Anyway, and Taylor Supplies. Childhood crush was Selma Hayek. Now comment below who you think it is. Now it's time for the Crab! Oh my God, I love this costume. I love the performance. His voice, woo, man, was it epic. All my life. Sorry, anyway. All my life, I've dreamed of being a star, and I was blessed that my dream came true in a flash. Everyone around the globe wanted to be like me. I felt like a king crab. Like he's playing around with another species of crab. But with every blessing, tragedy seems to follow. It's been a struggle dealing with the darkness that has followed me and my family. We've endured so many twists, turns, and traumas. But through the pain, it's the love of the family that gives me the strength to stand back up and be a star again. My song tonight is a tribute to the love and the family members that have gone before me. Because after all the darkness, it's time to finally let the light back in. Visual clues: a broken mirror, a calculator that says 2 + 3, old costumes from the show, which was the butterfly and the bee. And then his childhood crush was Janet Jackson, showing his age, saying that he grew up with her. Yeah, that's a lot of good clues pointing to one person. Anyway, I can't believe that. They always get something really good for our costume. I know. Anyway, let's go through the pitch correct audio. For everyone except for the crab, we pitch correct them talking on stage. Because the crab was brand new, I decided to pitch correct him speaking during his clue package. And for those who don't know how the system works is, every single week we get these brand new clue packages, and in the clue packages are the celebrities speaking. Now, Fox is smart. They're like, hey, we can't let the real celebrity use their real voice on stage because people are going to recognize them. So they take the audio, they speed it up, they pitch it up. That way, you have no idea who it is. Now, I'm an executive audio producer in New York City where it's my job to make audio sound good. So in the case of this show, I take that audio that they sped up and they pitched up, and I slow it down and pitch correct it. That way we can hear the real celebrity voice. Now that plus the clues, we can determine who's under the mask. And so for today's episode, we've got 4 voices, one of which is brand new. We're going to play a little bit of the audio they gave us, and then from there, I'll play your pitch correct audio. While this is going on, look at your list and see if the audio would match up to that person's voice, okay? So here you go.
His voice and talent, he plays like every instrument. He's just the one for me.
His voice and talent, he plays like every instrument. He's just the one for me.
I got a thing for hot ladies, and this chick right here is smoking.
I got a thing for hot ladies, and this chick right here is smoking.
Look, I'm a romantic. She's the queen of rom-coms. It's a match made in heaven.
Look, I'm a romantic. She's the queen of rom-coms. It's a match made in heaven.
All my life I dreamed of being a star. And I was blessed that my dream came true in a flash.
All my life I dreamed of being a star. And I was blessed that my dream came true in a flash. Everyone around the globe wanted to be like me. I felt like a king crab, but with every blessing, tragedy seems to follow. It's been a struggle dealing with the darkness that has followed me and my family. We've endured so many twists, turns, and traumas. But through the pain, it's the love of my family that gives me the strength to stand back up and be a star again.
So comment below who you think they are. There's a lot of big names on this show this year, and I'm actually really excited that they were able to pull off, especially who's under the mask of the crab, even the Black Swan, even the Chameleon. I mean, how do you get Paul Logan on the show? Logan Paul, I said his name backwards, sorry. How do you get him on the show? Like, they've gotten some big names. And I think it's funny because a lot of you guys kept on saying it's Mr. Beast, which would have been great, but different height difference and all that. But anyway, thank you for joining me if you haven't done so yet. And please do this because it really supports the channel. Make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. We're on our way to hopefully get 40,000 by the end of the season. So please help us out by doing that. And I'd like to leave you guys with a question to answer in the comment section. And as Cluedo asked earlier, go on the community page and actually vote. But if you watch this video later on, probably after Friday, because it's when I'm going to do the reveal video, my question for you is, what is your favorite flower? I just want to know. I got Julie a bunch of flowers, and I love flowers in our house. So comment below what your favorite flower is, and I hope you guys stay safe. I'm Joey. I'll see you later. Bye.